Bailey being the leader of Damage Control, telling EO, well, you wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for me. So I feel like you should reward me with the suitcase type thing, right? So
You got here though.
maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe I'm overthinking, but that would be a nice little spin for it. Cause like I said, Bailey being the type of caliber she is as a wrestler and what she is, and the placement she holds in the women's division, I would love to see that for her. Um, yeah, am I missing somebody? EO did her thing.
What did it make?
Becky. Oh, Becky. Becky.
She was one of my favorites to win.
She wasn't mine.
I was hoping she won. Just to add to her resume. EO was definitely the right pick for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Becky, her being, you know what I'm saying, one person that's been in a lot of money in bank, she should, you know what I'm saying, at least add it to her resume. Of course, you know, her and Rhea definitely a money match that people look forward to one day having. So her cashing in on Real probably would have been dope. Just seeing them match up together. But yeah, we gotta review these matches. This first matchup we got the men's Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, Logan Paul, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Ricochet, and what is it?
LA Knight.
Butch. There we go.
You said Shinsuke?
And Shin, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy right Russell Reed. He's at Russell Reed.
Oh boy.
I enjoyed the match. You could tell they were doing a lot of things on the fly, and they had to adjust to, you know what I'm saying, how the match was set up, the spacing between the different weapons and props they had. And, you know, they adjusted fine. There were a few botches, but you can only just tell it just, you know what I'm saying, not really having a well planned show. Just, you know what I'm saying, going there and freaked out and cause as much damage as they can. And, you know what I'm saying, so we get the prize, man. It was really an action-packed match itself. A lot of different stunts for sure. Ricochet flying through that ladder, that was crazy. Right, like a little squirrel or something going through a hole. Man, he did so quick.
Which is why I feel like WWE either needs to capitalize off of his athleticism and his innovativeness, or they need to just let him go. Because for him to be the highlight of every ladder match or every Royal Rumble or whatever the case may be, like you have to do something with that man. Figure out something because otherwise there's wasting talent, there's wasting years. My man's body ain't gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? After a while, he ain't gonna be able to flip like that. He ain't gonna be able to move like that. He ain't gonna be able as swift as he is now. Mm-hmm. So do something with him now so that he won't have to risk his body like that later on. That's one thing Randy said about like the indie superstars and the NXT superstars. The reason why those NXT matches and indie matches are so great because them niggas put their body on the line and they go all out 100%. They don't hold anything back. So that's why the longevity of their careers doesn't go as far as somebody like him who's done it 20 years because them niggas be banging their body up. Right. And then Ricochet banging his body up for what? You ain't gonna get no world title run. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
What is it?
I mean, even if they do release him or whatever, he goes on to different companies, like it's not always, you know what I'm saying, the bet, you know what I'm saying? We've seen people fail in AEW, we've seen people fail in Impact or whatever like that.
Impact, they definitely gonna utilize him because him and Chris Bay.
Oh, they definitely have to make a matches for him. I would just hate for it to still be the same old if he even need to leave. Like, I don't honestly see him being a world champion in AEW, especially with, you know what I'm saying, MJF, you know, they're walking around a champion right now.
That's gonna burn out real quick.
It's better than they got.
It's not. They are talking about how he's better as a chaser than he is as a champion.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm saying like him being a draw. They watch.
Oh, nah,
they watch for him.
He ain't gonna stop being a draw. Yeah. As far as draws, though, you can have more than one draw.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I ain't into any deal like that, so I can't really.
If you're really a draw, you don't need your belt for real.
Right. Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Logan Paul floor splash on Damian Priest was a cool moment. The ladder was on the ring
like
and
the more than they hurt Priest.
Right.
Logan got saved a lot in there.
When it didn't break, I was like, bro, that shit had to hurt.
He like hit the steps off off the back. What's it called? Like the impact when he bounced off. I don't think he expected the bounce is already there.
He thought he was going through the shit with him.
Yeah, I thought he hit those steps on the way back. I heard the steps. I was like, dang, I looked away.
Man, what? He was over about a barricade by the time we see him again.
Logan had a rough match.
Facts.
Ricochet saved his ass.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. I bet Spanish.
Oh, he saved
on the tables.
Like he did it to him.
No.
Don't break your ass, man. No,
Ricochet took more of a bump than he did.
So I gotta see it again.
Because Ricochet hit the top of his head.
See, I gotta see it again. Cause I thought, because it looked kind of like how they flipped and went this way with it. Logan was on the bottom, so I expect his head to hit the hard.
They say he took his head the last second from what I see on the internet.
Yeah, but Ricochet couldn't because Ricochet trying to protect him.
Are we worried about Ricochet right now?
I am.
Oh wow, they ain't told us now.
Mm.
No, it would have said something by now.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out tonight.
Yeah. Butch, his moonsault on top of everybody, pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? He got the chant from the home crowd. He's from Birmingham, which is crazy.
Birmingham, United Kingdom.
Yeah, he from Birmingham. That's crazy. I know we from Alabama, but you know, it's two different things, but pretty cool.
Birmingham.
Yeah, like he's from Birmingham.
Yeah, he's from
Kansas.
And right there by Miles College that day.
He's from 3rd Avenue.
He's from Kansas. Yes, he's quite angry all the time.
I think the right guy won.
Yeah, I just wish that the cash in happened the way I predicted it to happen, which would have been Finn would be Seth, and then Damien would have came out and cashed in on Finn. The way they did the finish, it should have been either that way or Finn lost, and then while Seth was trying to regain his energy and strength, Damien came out, looked at Finn. I'm gonna show you how it's really done, cash it in, and then beat Seth.
A good way on it. You know what I'm saying? Give Seth along with the belt. Maybe it's SummerSlam, maybe it's Survivor Series. We got a lot of shit coming up.
Still probably trying to get that Roman versus Seth at November too.
Yeah,
I'm fully for that.
It's already predicted that Cody is going. It's already predicted that Roman is still gonna have the belt by WrestleMania 40.
Yeah, and they still want Cody.
They still want Cody. Finish the story.
This point,
So that means it's not gonna be Jey Uso.
Jey Uso at SummerSlam would be the closest thing to me, as far as getting somebody over.
Yeah, for sure.
It does nothing but Cody and winning.
But they're gonna mess up because the more they
it just basically concludes it for him.
They're gonna mess up, and the more they
and then now you got the belt. What's next?
But the more they're gonna leak it out like they did with Roman.
He's not doing now.
They're gonna leak it out like they did with Roman back in the day, and how rumors was always out about pushing Roman to win X, Y, and Z. And it's like, okay, how do you get Cody back in the main event picture? Now they got him. They setting up finishing a feud with him and Brock Lesnar, which we know he's gonna have to win in order to get that push.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes him compatible with Roman because Roman is the only other person outside Seth that's probably beaten Brock more than one time.
Right.
But I just don't see Cody. His promos is not there. Like skill wise, I don't believe it. He's not believable for me. He's not believable for me.
You got some comments. You got some comments.
Comments, man.
Well, there.
Oh, I didn't know it was live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad. I thought we were recording.
That shit fucked the upload up. Trying to do what we did the other day. It was like 30 minutes over. It might be me, but I can't hear you. Okay. Storyline wise, Logan Paul should have won that one. I get Damien getting it and adding the viewership. Logan doing something crazy would have been dope to win. Yes, Ricochet is a beast, but he's severely underrated. He's definitely underrated.
Facts.
Definitely one of the best high flyers and wrestlers ever. Really, I mean, you know what I'm saying. His style of wrestling is very underrated. I know it's kind of a limit WWE puts on it. Not really pushing the cruiserweight to, you know what I'm saying, for your big titles. I think Rey Mysterio. And even then, it's only for so long. But back to Logan. He was my least favorite. I didn't want him to win at all. Just for those reasons, along him being that viral sensation or whatever like that. LA Knight, if I'm going with somebody who's gonna be viral, who's gonna be a mega star, LA Knight would have been my star to push. But Damian winning did not piss me off. I'm okay with it.
That's like a big F you to all your talent. Like, yeah, we're gonna call in the YouTube dude to win the money in the bank.
Right.
Oh yeah, and cash in and win the everywhere.
Look, they gonna be like, damn, Austin, you fucked it up for everybody, man. Cash on the US belt, man. I'm sick of this thing.
Trying to hop in there. Anthony Free.
So he tried to.
Oh, he said, let me get on this chat/video.
Yeah, that was what it was for me for Logan. But yeah, LA Knight, it could have been LA Knight. I feel like he got it on mic. He got it character-wise because he could hold that briefcase for a while. Because we seen him do well with heels that are entertaining that can hold it for a while. And he's definitely that. But with Priest, you know, I get their story too. So, you know, see what that sets up for them in their time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give Finn, Damian, and Seth that whole rivalry some time to breathe. They'll keep going. Definitely got messages in between that to take care of. Seth and Finn running it back. Seth and Damian, if he is the one to cashing in on Finn and Damian, they truly splitting. You know what I'm saying? The whole Judgment Day in general. You know what I'm saying? Really got some stuff she need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? She can't take every pay-per-view off. You know what I'm saying? Or fight these minor characters.
I look, you see the seeds get planted for that. There's no promos backstage and shit. Like trying to put a fire in her, make her seek out competition if nobody wants to come to her.
That's what I was hoping with Becky. I know for Becky,
need to push up.
Even as a babyface, Becky's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to fight all the time. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. And so with the money, if she would have won Money in the Bank, it definitely been like, hey, everybody been scared of you, but I got this. I got a briefcase.
But she got to finish that Trish and Zoe stuff first.
Oh, yeah, but
then she going to do that. But after that, I expect that to happen. I expect Raquel to get some mixing in, too.
Yeah.
They're going to carry the tag title for a little minute.
Oh, I mean,
they'll probably eventually.
I don't think they're really going to carry him that long. Because, you know, the only reason they got him is because Ronda and Shayna was willing to carry him long, and they didn't.
Right. I mean, but if there's any team that's been established on the main roster already, it's been them outside of Shayna and Ronda. Well, unless you go with the NXT people call up KT2 and Alba Fire and them. I just want to keep it on an established group already. And then, you know what I'm saying, get the best matches out of it. And then we'll beat them. Will truly have to be a team that's been put together, chemistry straight, you know what I'm saying? Not just a fluke win like the Karens. Like, who wants to see them as champion?
I mean,
right.
I don't think I'd be caring who is a tag team champion for them. I don't think.
Right.
I ain't even made that point. I don't care about no Karens or their titles.
What y'all think next for each challenger in the Money in the Bank? I know we talked about Damian, you know, so what he does as Money in the Bank and, you know, feeding with Finn or Seth or whatever. Ricochet being underrated. What y'all think about the Butch situation? He had a good showing. You think he remains with the bottom brutes or solo run? He
needs to be focused more on solo run. Yeah, more on solo run. That's it. But still be kind of like a part of the bottom brute, so kind of do like a New Day effect. Like how everybody had their own little individual storylines. But then push time and shove, they need them to step in like here come the New Day. So
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ridge heel turn out of that too.
Yeah.
Is Sheamus still feuding with Austin Theory?
Who knows? I haven't seen Austin Theory in about 2 weeks. I feel
right.
Okay. I know at one point they were feuding. I was like, I wonder if they put the belt on Sheamus or not.
But impromptu solo match, low key threw that out. I guess he's still running around with Pretty Deadly. They don't really know what to do with Austin Theory right now.
I mean, John Cena college, bro. Whether you win, you lose. Whether you lose, you lose. Because at the end of the day, I'm not coming back And you're gonna have to be by yourself and do a promo by yourself out here. And he just proved them right.
Who else we got? Santos Escobar. We're gonna mention probably on the prediction show, you know what I'm saying, about him possibly turning heel with LWO and turning against Rey Mysterio and getting back to his roots when he NXT being a heel luchador over the division. Only thing I have a problem with that, I think Xena is fitting well in her babyface role, so it'll probably have to turn her too. Her being face in a heel group would make sense.
But she just came from
sure.
she just came from being a heel
Mm-hmm.
to a face, so maybe that'll kind of make
her at the Money in the Bank match, she was definitely like the ultimate underdog. No one gave her a shot at all.
But they'll kind of get her contradicting, like she'll be conflicted because if Santos turned heel on Ray, and you know it's kind of like the only reason why Zelina even became kind of like a thought again was because she joined LWO.
Mm-hmm.
But because she joined LWO, it's because of Ray, for real. Like, well, when Santos, when Santos came up, like she hopped on, but it's like, I guess trying to make it like an angle where Zelina kind of looks up to Ray more so than Santos. And that's how the face turn stays the same. So, all time to tell.
And called up the original manager, Alexa Lopez.
Cool, Lord.
Right. Did your pick win?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick you win.
Then Bruce your pick?
Huh?
Damien was your pick?
Oh wait.
What are you talking about women?
I'm finna move over to
women.
I'm gonna move over to the tag after this.
Last question. I think I did pick. No, did I pick LA Knight? I don't even remember.
I was definitely LA Knight.
I think we all picked LA Knight.
Yeah.
So
no, there's no limit what they wanted.
No, I picked them win.
I picked the win, but Logan didn't win, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
You weren't idiots though. Like I said, there's only 3 bona fide winners.
Yo, Anthony, what up?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
What's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
Can y'all hear me?
I appreciate you watching the show, bro.
Do what?
I said, I appreciate you watching the show.
Hey, I appreciate you having me.
You watch Money in the Bank this weekend?
I did.
Okay. What did you think of the show?
Do what?
What did you think of the show?
Oh, overall, it was fantastic. I think that the women's ladder match was the best one of all of them.
Most definitely.
Facts. Me too.
Even the Civil War?
I think it was storyline driven more than the men's was.
I'm sorry, I can't really hear you.
I said I think it was more storyline driven than the men's was.
Yeah.
You said that was your favorite match of the night?
I think it really should have went to Logan, to be honest with you.
What?
Why?
The viewership. I mean, he's like prime time. He's got his YouTube following. He only does basically main events. It would have kept the YouTube viewership going if he had some kind of like reason to fight for a belt. Would have been nuts. I appreciate that Damien won, to be honest with you. I really like that Damien won, but
I do too. I just think it kind of messes with the locker room. It's just like you let this guy come in from YouTube when all of us been waiting to be pushed, especially the Ricochet and Shinsuke, who has never won a world title, or you know what I'm saying, LA Knight being as old as he is, you know what I'm saying, it could have been a great way to start and add accolades to his WWE career. It's just so many other people, you know what I'm saying, he would have jumped over.
For sure, but don't you guys remember when like Edge was like the villain and he got Money in the Bank and then cashed it in and won, and then he became the hero?
Right. But that created a new start too. But you know what I'm saying, like Gene was like he started out tagging, and then you know what I'm saying, he was here and there doing solos in the mid card, and then like that ultimate opportunist whatever really became him, man. He became a good star.
Yeah. That's a great.
Yeah, but now you got to deal with him and Finn.
Huh?
Now you got to deal with him and Finn.
Yeah.
So now it's going to break up Judgment Day.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But is it though? I think they're gonna put what's the dude's name? JD
McDonough.
JD McDonough. They're gonna put him in and they're gonna boot Finn out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Damon would be the one to go solo. I think Damon would be the one who would leave because he's already been frustrated getting interrupted in matches that he didn't need help with, and then on top of that, Finn looking at him like, you don't think I can win without your help, and also you not gonna cash in on me. He shouldn't care who cash in on. Damon go be a star, take the bet off Finn, take the bet off Seth, whatever like that, and look for yourself. Finn will be all right. They still got Rhea as the person to put that faction, and maybe Finn and JD tag team together. They got a relationship from the past, so you can keep that faction going easily.
Either one
Yeah.
way, it's gonna happen.
We was going to talk about the women's tag match.
Oh, it's just a fantastic match. I mean, Io Sky winning it was. I didn't see that.
Match, not the money to make the tag match.
The tag match.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all right. It was all right.
I like him. Oh wow.
It was all right. I mean, yeah, I gave it a C plus.
Yeah.
I think it was the right move to pull the trigger on the Shayna and Ronda feud.
Yeah.
Do like Becky, Charlotte feud, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Becky turning, right, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately turning on your best friend to do what you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the part that was like, I don't know.
Apparently Ronda gave them like, this is my last date type deal, so they had to basically, instead of letting them take that long reign, like I thought they was gonna do, like you said, with Raquel to live.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I think that was gonna get her to turn in. But since Ronda out, I guess she out. I don't know why she out, but I guess I got a few reasons. Maybe having family, something like that.
Well, she already had a baby.
So. Yeah, I mean, don't say it, tend to the family. You feel me? So like, but at the same time, it's just like this ain't something she probably wanted to do forever. She already settled. And
yeah.
So she getting ripped apart by fans anyway. She just ain't picking it up. It's good if somebody would. But she's doing a little better. I see the effort, but she's like the best seller. So it's just like,
I kind of like her as more of an attraction. Saying showing up every big show, whatever.
Oh yeah, because she definitely stayed around longer than anybody would have thought she would have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
My big question was, why did she have the Majin Buu symbol on her head?
Huh?
My big question was why she had the Majin Buu symbol on her head.
Yeah,
man.
I was wondering that same thing.
You said why?
Why she had it on her head?
Because the top was saying armor.
No, I'm saying what part of her gimmick make her do it. I get the cosplay part of it. I'm talking about like, does it fit anywhere as far as her as a person or a wrestler?
She probably
because Majin Vegeta is evil as fuck.
Is he though?
The episode, it literally is called "The Dark Prince Awakened." What do you mean? Right.
Oh, I feel that. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I allowed him to awaken the evil, deepest, darkest mysteries of my mind and my heart. I wanted him to turn me back to the way that I was. Do not do this with Dragon Ball Z.
How you got the word for word, man? That's fantastic.
Word for word.
He wasn't even evil, little punk ass.
Well, he wasn't evil for real.
It was kind of funny that she referenced Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, bro. So how does Shayna got this green on? Ain't no way in hell she Piccolo. There's no way.
Yeah. Fuck. It was who you said at the same time. No, it wasn't Pycon. Remember, it was something else. Oh, y'all didn't never figure it out? I thought y'all figured it out.
I said Pycon.
Some other video game. No, I've seen it. It's like from some.
We said Rhythm Repulsor from fucking Power Ranger.
We said Rhythm Repulsor.
Yeah, her Green Ranger version of herself.
They always got the different versions. I didn't even think
about that. The one.
Yeah, because generally they all the same color, but a special Ranger suit they will change like the a little small stuff. Like you
But
probably got black
actual live movie where Rita came and they did the whole original Mighty Morphin thing. Jack Green, she looked like her,
I can see that. What do you think what's gonna happen with the tag titles with Liv and Raquel after this?
I don't even care. I don't even care, bro. I don't. I'm sorry.
That's why we can't get good tag wrestling now, because we don't care.
You got a
No,
good
we
point,
don't
though.
care
You got a
because
good point though. If anybody go down to NXT, it would be Raquel and Liv to defend the titles against any tag teams in NXT. Willing, you know they've already done everything on Raw and SmackDown, so they can only probably try to get better from here. We got a kind of nice little set amount of some established tag teams like the Karens they was put together, but they kind of go together.
Right. I'm enjoying it. I want them to be our champion for them. If they do, make for a small moment.
it can set up because when is Survivor Series? November,
yeah.
So it can set up like a thing where when they go down to NXT, they defend the NXT, come back to Raw, SmackDown, and they kind of do that over a period of time, and then all the teams come on one of the shows and like jump them, or they all brawl, which sets up a Survivor Series. Yeah.
The best NXT tag team, the best SmackDown, Raw, whatever.
Yeah.
I got you. So you got Katana Chance and Kaden Carter on Raw. The Karens on Raw. I think that Apple Fire and Elsa Dunn's on SmackDown. You got Jakar Jackson and Lex Legend on NXT. Lola Vice and Alexa Lopez starting to tag together, and there's like another expanded group of girls. Can't remember their names right now. Tagging. So you got a few tag teams that could possibly take up, that role. Shayna and Ronda was definitely on a collision course to, eventually splitting up. Shayna definitely was overdue for a single push. I thought she should have won the title from Becky when she first debuted in the Elimination Chamber match and won that match. Like, especially turning out that Becky was pregnant and having to give up the title. She could have had a title before her pregnancy even started, or whatever she found out about it. So, Shayna definitely was overdue for that. Next matchup, we got Gunther and Riddle for the IC Championship match. Strong physical match by both Riddle and Gunther. Not my favorite match of the night.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. The way the question was posed, does Riddle stand a chance, or do you give Riddle a chance?
No.
We're talking about match last time.
Yeah, and then the match low key showed us how he had almost no chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
By it being a clean, by it being a clean win, bro.
I think Riddle's another one that's been underrated.
Right. Definitely Gunther's the way he, showed how he could, defend the ring, his belt against Riddle. It continues to show how dominant he can be. I hate it for Riddle, I like him as a wrestler. I know his character can be a little wonky sometimes for some people, but he's a good overall wrestler. Wish he would have better positioning. I'm very interested in, Drew McIntyre returning and, fighting against Gunther. SummerSlam probably. Well, we got coming up.
Yeah.
I think Riddle is paying for all the shit that he did prior to.
Drugs?
Yeah. I think he's paying for that, even though he went through the suspension, went through the classes. You know how WWE don't give a damn. They still put him through hell. Like, he got to bounce back. The only reason why Jimmy is still in it because the prestige of the storyline. The prestige of the storyline mattered more than the bullshit he was doing outside the ring. That's the only reason why he didn't get punched.
It's the fans him to give him weekend. Right.
Because he feel Jeff Hardy, feel the pills.
Oh, I say,
still push him to be a champ.
Riddle's on drugs. More than just weed at time.
I mean, pills still.
Nah.
You a pill popper shit. You almost have a fiend.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to call my favorite wrestler of all time.
Kurt Angle
Fiend. Yeah. I ain't on pill pop, man. No pill pop. Y'all stay in school, man.
Robert damn flathead.
What's the overall thought on the storyline with the bloodline?
You said what?
What's the overall thought on the storyline with the bloodline?
I think we are in for an even longer ride. I know, like we talked about earlier, Roman still might be champion by next year's WrestleMania. I would rather, see Jay complete the story, but we'll see what happens with that. Solo eventual turn on Roman. He got so many layers that, can pan out with over the next 6 months, 8 months, whatever it is. So.
And it's also been said that Roman is supposed to somewhere down the line transition to like a major face, which I don't know how they gonna flip that unless they flip Cody heel somewhere down the line, which is gonna be weird as well. So, cause ain't nobody gonna want to sing your song no more if you hear. I don't know, cause they still sing Chris Jericho song in AEW and he here. So I don't know, man. I'm just interested to see. I'm interested to see. Yeah, I'm interested to see. What they're gonna do with. Hopefully, whether they bring in some more people in the bloodline to kind of rebuild it or whatever the case may be, I'm interested to see what direction they take it.
Same. We'll bring it back on some Shield shit.
I know you talked about Paul Heyman betraying Roman.
It's a lot they could do,
and possibly linking up with Gunther and Imperium, or he brings Brock back and being the person that attacked Cody, and so he might even be the one to take down Roman again. That could be possible how we get the ultimate face out of Roman. Him, getting back turned by Paul Heyman, whether it's to Brock or Gunther, whatever like that, and him being just a man by himself. Especially if you lose those titles, it's kind of like, what else do you got?
Ooh, y'all think Gunther's the one's gonna take down the tribal chief?
Nah.
I've heard a lot of possibilities of him being one people in mind. I guess it kind of depends on how his IC title reign ends or whatever, who defeats him, and how it happens or whatever. But I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I think it's going to stay in the bloodline.
It's like that's what the bloodline will reunite for. Maybe that'll keep Roman a babyface.
Right.
Because, like, maybe they need each other to beat down Imperium.
Yeah.
Like, odds of them trying to reconnect. Because I could definitely see Jay being like, hell no. Who knows? All the time gonna tell. I don't predict that till like post 2025. So
yeah, it'll be a while. Yeah.
I don't know how long bro gonna sit down if he take a break and how many movies he finna shoot.
Right. You think Gunther will break Hunger Kong's record?
What is his record?
Ooh, yes. Because what do you need? 100 more days? And that
was like it's not that far back.
That was like last month that they said that, didn't it? So we've been trying to keep track of this title reign from Gunther.
Well, I did say this is the era where they unify titles and they break records, literally.
With the Hunger Kong record, it's just like Hunger Kong gimmick didn't match the longevity of like he was squeaking by to get wins. With Gunther, he is beating the shit out of every person that walked up to him.
And in updated news, at a house show, LA Knight says he doesn't need a briefcase to become a top star and a champion.
Mm.
But the problem is he doesn't hold the gravitas.
The what?
The gravitas. Like there's no real emotion or feeling when he comes in the ring. You know what I mean? Other than he's good.
What are you talking about?
Like
Gunther?
Yeah. Yeah, like he's coming in with the likes of like Macho Man Randy Savage. You know what I mean? As far as like greatness with the Intercontinental belt.
Right. Hunger Kong is 545. 554, I'm sorry. And then Gunther is 387. So what? About 7 days, pretty much.
Yeah.
65 days.
He'll break that finally.
Yeah, 2 months. Low 2 months.
Unless Drew beat him right here.
So what is it?
Sometime. That's the only
August,
more person
September.
I'm realistically trying to see
Yeah, Drew McIntyre.
beat him at this moment anyway.
What we got next? Oh, what do y'all think of Drew McIntyre return?
Cool. I mean, they gonna fight. He get his one-on-one as supposed to anyway. It's kind of low key what Sheamus. I mean, not Sheamus. It's low key what Edge did. He's supposed to get his one-on-one with Roman, and Daniel Bryan got in there. Edge came back, got his one-on-one. So that set up Cena returning after that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
Wondering what's gonna go on with this Drew and Gunther rematch. I feel like Gunther probably just gonna win and keep going. But I don't know. They could put it on Drew, but I know we got 2 world titles now. I really wanted Drew to go at Seth, So
I'm okay with Gunther losing as long as they upgrade him to main event scene. He did.
Yeah.
He did the work to be there.
Yeah.
You're not just throwing him out there, giving him the Royal Rumble after not working.
Yeah.
Speaking of Royal
win.
Rumble, he was number 1.
He was supposed to win upcoming. He's the front runner to win
the next one in January.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In talks.
Longest in history, right?
Yeah, it is long as history.
Cody and Dominic Mysterio.
What you said? The longest what?
I'm champion.
Oh yeah. I thought y'all were talking about.
He got like 6 days.
He got the longest time in the Rumble.
Oh,
no, he don't, bro.
Gunther do.
Really?
Rey Mysterio still holds it, and for winning, but as far as like overall longest time, Gunther got it with that Rumble.
Oh.
At least I think. That's what they kept pushing it so
check.
hard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So talk about Cody and
he was on an hour or something.
Talk about Cody though.
Mm-hmm.
What about him? Cause they trash.
Y'all let me know. Fact check for me. Gunther. Time in the Rumble versus Rey Mysterio time in the Rumble.
I'm not big on the Cody and Dom situation. I think that was just like a match filler.
Definitely was.
It was a match filler. I wasn't impressed by it. Wasn't nothing exciting that happened. I wasn't even looking forward to it. If I could have fast forward a live event, I would have fast forwarded that match.
Hoping it ran right into that Cena segment.
Yeah, it's like neither one of them really gained or lost any type of hype with their gimmicks by having that match. If anything, Dom probably got pulled. He probably got a push by him wrestling Cody Rhodes. Like you've been wrestling nothing but big names. You wrestled your daddy. You wrestled Cody Rhodes. You done wrestled AJ Styles. You done wrestled Seth Rollins. So it's like, bro, you wrestled all of these people. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think he beat AJ Styles. So it's like, bro, like that's where we are right now.
So technically, Daniel Bryan got 5 more minutes than Gunther, but that wasn't the greatest Rumble. The 50-man
Rumble. Ain't counting that shit.
But in a regular Royal Rumble, Gunther is number 1 with 111 minutes and 40 seconds.
Oh wow!
My bad, 100
minutes.
1 hour, 11 minutes, 40 seconds. I said 100. My bad.
An hour
and then Rey Mysterio got an hour and 2 minutes.
62 minutes. Because I remember they kept saying 62
No,
minutes.
they actually. Never mind. Yeah. Go ahead.
But yeah.
Listen, is that somebody to do with money?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Benoit.
The kid time.
All right. Good night. Next match. We done with Cody?
Yeah. Yeah. What was this supposed to be?
Okay, let's make sure before I go on to the ladies.
We didn't see Lesnar, so.
Yeah.
I wish. I'm wondering what they're gonna
Don't get me wrong. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Cody, and I ain't got nothing bad to say about Dom. If anything, this kind of just didn't hurt them, but did it help them a lot? Like you said, probably just because he wrestled Cody Rhodes, So that's about it.
Just to give Cody a win, he been losing the last couple times we see him. So
it's supposed to be hard for him right now anyway. It's Brock Lesnar. Relegitimized Brock Lesnar because he's been on a losing streak before all this.
Rick could have got involved in a little bit more, but then they probably would have started chatting out for Brandon Rhodes to come out. So maybe if they did.
I'm really just ready for Randy to come back and drop her. That seems to be the only superstar that's gonna be able to put his hands on her. without.
Bitch.
Yeah, like, because Randy got that reputation of dropping women with an RKO. He dropped Nia Jax, bro. He dropped Mae Young. He dropped Stacey Keebler. Like, he dropped so many. He dropped Stephanie McMahon, bro. Drop Rhea, bro. Drop her, bro. Don't nobody want to put their hands on Rhea. Randy come back, and then she just step in front of him and be like, what you gonna do? Boom! Drop her, bro. Make her step back. You know what I'm saying? Let her know I don't care. Girl or boy, I'm dropping you, man.
Speaking of champions,
And punch kick.
I knew women's Miss Money in the Bank, Miss Io Sky. Was you guys surprised that she won this star-studded match? Or y'all was rooting?
We kind of hit that at the top, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I was rooting off.
We trying to bring back.
Yeah, we here. Not surprised at the winner. If you want to be surprised, just because
WWE my number 2.
Give everybody an opportunity all the time. But this was my pick to win that I wanted to see win, so I'm glad she won.
Right. If she didn't win, then who you thought would been the right winner for this match?
The right winner?
Yeah. If not Io, then
who? Probably Zelina or Zoe. I'm all about seeing the new, because Bailey don't. You know what? Actually, I say Zoe or Bailey. Because Bailey is already a good heel, proven to carry some shit out. She can be annoying, but that can be entertaining. She gonna fuck with Michael Cole. That shit would be funny as fuck.
Right.
Excuse my language. But yeah, all that, that's gonna be cool. But
right.
Zoe Stark is the one that's just like the new opportunity for all the people that I want to see.
Right.
It's just like the aggressiveness, the blonde hair. The blonde hairs and toys get pushed more in wrestling for some reason. Especially WWE, it's all about their looks and stuff. But she looked like she reminds me of like Black Lagoon, I would say. Character named Revy. They call her Two Gun. That Tomb Raider kind of look she give me. Yeah, it's an anime, but that they basically derive from that Tomb Raider look. She give me that. She give me that type of look. You feel me? So, new opportunities for new folks. You feel me?
Facts. Who'd you want to win, Anthony?
Over who?
Who'd you want to win the Money in the Bank, the women's Money in the Bank?
I can't think of her name right now. The Latino World Order.
Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. She was like the underdog of the match. I think she had the least chance of making a winning. But yeah, she had a good showing. I'm glad that.
I'm all about the underdog, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That Sunset Flip Powerbomb was nice, bro. It looked like it hurt both of them. It more
so hurt Zelina more than anything. Because she's smaller than Zoe, so she took more of an impact, and she bounced off of it.
Right.
And hit the mat.
I would like for Becky to won the match. That's my only complaint about it. Had to go with somebody else other than Io Sky. Trish Stratus maybe because one of the accolades she hasn't got to accomplish, a chance to accomplish is the Money in the Bank. She never won of those matches, and should have won this match. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been one of those matches on her belt, adding to her Hall of Fame resume.
I mean, the way she won was cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure, that was dope.
That was dope.
Yeah.
And
low-key thought it was gonna be botch-worthy and she's gonna take forever to get it right, but she didn't take that long to get it.
Oh yeah.
Those type of spots can go so wrong, so I can see it. Oh man. But
I thought Becky was gonna get cuffed to one of the corners.
Yeah.
Do you think Oscar's the right person for the cash in on? I know it's kind of got a lot of history behind that matchup. Kind of similar styles.
Man, we might as well run that. That'll be a banger, bro. I want to see it. I'm selfish. I want to see that. Io versus Oscar. I want to see it. It's gonna be physical and technical all at the same time. I love it.
You think she might think about Rhea? Catching in the ring?
I mean, hopefully both Money in the Bank holders play with both champions that they have a choice at.
Right.
I mean, play with all of them, especially if you're the men Money in the Bank. Talk to the U.S. champ, talk to the Intercontinental champ, talk to all of them. You might as well give us hella cutscenes on peeping how Triple H and whoever in charge of this is running these shows. It feels the flow is almost old show like, even though we can't go back to what it was in the old times. But it's almost old show like how they stimulating us with so many different characters and segments and just other little seeds of long storytelling or little wrinkles to the stories to where like we sitting up here talking about what if it's this, or this, and we don't know till it happens. Mm-hmm. I like the direction everything is going as far as what you're trying to provide to a consumer. Right, it's pretty good right now.
And even when they do the little tidbits where they try to do long term storytelling, it's like they go back to it. It's been years in the past where they have planned some stuff and they never go back to it, never tell that story, never look like that.
Like was talking about when Seth came out because he was the heel and laughed at Finn when he left, and they threw that in that video package. Is that next? Wow. I know you got some more stuff to talk about that. What's next for each competitor?
I guess we can ask that. What's next for each competitor of this match? Io Sky, of course, she's probably going to go after Asuka. Zelina, she has a lot to take care of with, her faction and seeing how she can rise up the ranks on SmackDown. Charlotte, Becky, Bianca, and Asuka right now kind of crowding the title scene, and then Io being the Miss Money in the Bank, and she kind of in the back of the line on SmackDown Women. Zoe starts her ascension with Trish Stratus, whether with or without her. Becky eventually, going away from Trish Stratus and Zoe. Bailey, what's next for her?
Challenge Io. They're gonna duke it out at least.
Oh yeah, for sure, got to. She's gonna be mad at her. Not very supportive. This to break up. All right. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. One of my favorite matches of the night as well. I hate how it finished, but it definitely had, the layers of, storytelling and also the ending. Despite how it truly ended, the move-wise, but Damien coming out and distracting Finn definitely carried that match a little more.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep.
That's fine.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it was a straight match. I ain't gonna lie, straight match. A little technical, got all the moves you want, got the history, all that. Just the ending could have been better. Yeah. Maybe one more curve stone at least makes that better. Of course, not just that simple, but just the fact that I guess they're really gonna sell the point across that the distraction is what caused the loss. So set up their beef some more. So that's cool.
You think Finn can trust Damien?
No, I don't think they can trust each other at this point.
Okay. I'm the same way. Whether Finn wins the belt for himself or whatever, I think Damien is looking out for himself and now on. So him being the Money in the Bank gonna come over everything that Finn got going on. I get what you're saying that you can help, you can win, but then if you win, just know I'm right here. I'm looking out for me now.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like you're growing a group for real, low key.
Yeah. Do you think Seth and Finn are finished?
No.
No, not by one set.
What you think the next chapter's gonna be in the story?
I mean,
matchup.
I expect all three of them to interact tonight. I guess we'll find out in about 2 hours.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half now. That kind of went exactly how we predicted it, so I don't really have much to say. I mean, it was a good match still, but it went exactly how I predicted.
Right.
I think Damien will take the belt over Seth, and then Finn and Damien are gonna fight.
Yeah, probably. They're gonna tell us something, man.
Yeah, that'll be Damien's first feud as champion. And then maybe I don't know. So after him and Finn fight, retain again, then Damien versus you probably can go with Gunther. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to go after Roman. Damien Priest versus Gunther. If you gonna push him in the main event scene, that'll be a cool for you to at least visit for a second. Maybe Jinder Mahal. Do you think challenges yourself next? If not Finn and Damien?
Oh my God! Since Drew came back to face Gunther after the match. I think the rumor is Dom versus Seth, and I really hope that ain't what they finna do. I hope not.
But whoever is,
he did say he wanted to defend against all members of the Judgment Day, so I guess he's the last one left. But nah, man. I guess who knows? Becky go and get involved over there. They give her a reason to fight real.
I just like to
Seth versus real.
I just like to see Bronson. I'm sorry, Bronson. Reed
get a shot.
Cause it's nice. Like the only time they bring Bronson Reed out is at like random times. So it's like, okay, bring him out. If he's so destructive, stop bringing him out at random times. Give him a reason to come out.
Yeah.
Seth called for an open challenge. This destructive typhoon comes out of nowhere, bro, and just like drops him, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a force to be reckoned with. So I like to see Bronson.
Yeah, I can see that. Cause that'll be another different different type of character he fighting. He fought a tall guy with kicks and springboard athleticism.
Yeah.
And Damien, you fought another guy, specialist technician type of moveset like you, about your size a little bit, more smaller.
Yeah.
I can fight you a big guy. The last big guy was Omos. You made Omos look like a star.
I wouldn't be surprised if Omos came back for a title match.
Omos for the title.
They fought before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So hey.
Yeah, it'll make Omos look that much better, I guess, if he attack him real hard. He got to do something crazy though, like Big Show throwing John Cena through a light crazy.
Right. He got to completely snap.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready for the main event?
I'm appreciative of all the little Mello and Seth interactions though.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Hope to see more of those. So yeah, the main event, man.
Mello,
I don't know if you would sleep during this, Anthony, but if you did fall asleep and woke back up, you probably could have fell back asleep again for the first 5-10 minutes because it started slow.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about slow.
Very, very slow. But they let the emotions of the crowd get up. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell the crowd was waiting on something major to happen, and when it did, you know what I'm saying, it was, oh yeah, now we picking up some stuff. You know what I'm saying? They throwing a little callback stuff in there. You know, when Jay low blowed Roman, I think he thought it pin. That was crazy. The callback.
Got the Samoan move sets going. I liked all that. The spike in the spear, the double Uranagi rock bottom slams, the double pin. We all sitting over here counting the Usos. You feel me? We reading their obituaries. They double kicked out. You feel me? Roman caught a shot, but it didn't hit this time. Yeah, it was all good, man. They hit on a lot. Everybody played their part so well. They're still doing that. Everybody's doing a good job playing their parts. The facial expressions are money.
Right.
So I'm just like trying to see what they're gonna take it to next. I mean, I kind of know where it's going. I just want to know how we getting there. I know the destination, but how we getting there. So,
I think Roman and Jay definitely gotta have their one-on-one.
Third time.
Yeah. If Solo.
But we never got a Jimmy and Roman.
But I was just saying that the Quran before you pull back up, rewatching it shows how much Jimmy really did have that faith in Jay.
Yeah.
Remember he said, "You better doubt me." He said, "I never doubted you." He said, "I don't expect that from him."
Yeah.
Like he really tagged Jay in to go for that splash by himself, because they could have easily did a double splash. Mm-hmm. Solo was out.
Yeah.
That's how he that
tag. Jimmy was the legal man the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Solo to turn.
It's coming. It's coming. I see them seeds they playing.
Right. You think Solo gonna be solo by himself, or Solo gonna join?
No, he's gonna join the Usos.
Okay.
Here's what I think. I think Solo's gonna join the Usos. Roman's gonna do his own thing, and then The Rock's gonna come back and be like, "Yo, you're part of the bloodline. Let's do this." And then he's gonna turn Roman into a little pretzel.
You're gonna Black Adam on him.
He's gonna give him the people's elbow, and that's gonna be it.
Indeed. You think Solo ever have a chance at Roman?
Why?
mean, why not? I mean, you built the man up to where the only person that really gets any kind of respect or, you know what I'm saying, fear out of Roman has been Solo. There's some things that he wouldn't do to Jay and Jimmy. He would not do to Solo at all. So, talking to
Like a
crazy,
one-on-one?
flipping his face and stuff like that, slapping around, I don't think you ever did with Solo.
So you're saying like a one-on-one of Solo and Roman?
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't really see the need for it.
What y'all think?
I'm trying to see it from his perspective. I don't see the need for it. I guess I could say I don't see a need, but it's one of them things. Like if I was Stephen A. Smith, I'd be sitting up here yelling, foaming at the mouth. You wanted to see Ali versus Frazier. I want to see this dude that's big and bad. Cody said he ain't ready. Roman stopping him. Roman always hollering at him. You see how he looking like this man just
See what you're
hollering
saying.
at me to come tag him in.
Right.
You want to get
Yeah.
tagged in, you gonna holler.
And Jay
And
said,
it look like he
what
don't
your
want
dad
to,
said.
do what your daddy say.
Mm-hmm.
Solo not hearing that. He already ain't trying to listen to his blood brothers. So why the
Right.
hell would I be listening to
He
you?
looked
You
at Roman.
just kinfolk. You feel
I
me?
think,
Roman
yeah, I
pride.
think what I mean, but like I don't really see the need for it is like he's little brother and big brother at the same time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like he's got his older brother fighting Roman. Why not just join hands and then like all three of them just like tag up against him?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm saying like ultimately, like one of those three gonna have to be the one that fights on one. At the end of the time, whether it's Jay, Jimmy, or Solo, or each eventually have a turn.
If
I feel
anything,
like-
if he in that solo position, I could see it to where like I did everything you asked more so than them. I won more than them, but yet when we was doing this thing, everybody had belts. The one belt
Yeah.
I had to give it up. We ain't never go after another belt. I was
He
doing
just
a
had to
lot of
sit
stuff
back
for
and
the
stay quiet.
fans.
Right. I've been a team player all the time.
I feel like
you couldn't finish the job. I had to check your ass back in to finish the job. We didn't finish the job. I ain't get pinned. You got pinned. So let me take the belts off your hand, then your crying ass, and let me be the tribal chief.
Right.
That's just if I was being realistic,
Yeah.
who wouldn't want to be the champion?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like personally, like
That's just what I'm thinking.
it's pointless if you're still trying to keep that strength or
So
still
Solo, I was thinking that because I was getting that too.
because Jay,
He's gonna lose.
Jaden lost. You know what I'm saying? They keeping Jimmy away as of right now. They're keeping Jimmy away from doing a one-on-one with Roman because it's like they had the storyline to surround Jimmy and Roman, and then it's kind of like it flipped back to Jay real quick, and then it's like okay, so even if Solo does join, like why would you want the fans would probably want to see a Roman and Solo, but for the strength of the storyline, you wouldn't want to do that because you wouldn't want to jeopardize, lowering Solo's gimmick to lose to Roman because there's gonna be two powerhouses going in it, and then obviously Roman's gonna do something to win.
But do you think that's not?
But what is it gonna be?
Yeah, but do you not think that wouldn't hurt him? If anything,
that would hurt Solo.
But
It wouldn't hurt
saying, how would it hurt Solo? Because I don't just see him squashing Solo. I can
But-
see several spots in there where he trying to do shit that he do to other folks, and Solo just
Right.
like I ain't going.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that Philly Balor Melo situation.
Right. But see, at the same time,
What you say,
Bro?
we're doing Arsenal.
at the same time, like how many of them have won without cheating?
That's what I'm saying. So like, if it took you to cheat and you look good, Solo, you only ever been pinned by Cody. You get pinned by Roman, don't make it look bad because it's Roman. He done pinned everybody.
He's been pinned by Cody and Gunther.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you do a one-on-one with Solo and Roman when Jimmy or Jay, at least one of them is going to jump in? Did I cut out? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got different angles going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, we back.
We good?
What you saying? I can hear you.
Okay. I was saying, so what's the difference if they're all going to cheat? What's the difference of having Solo fighting Roman if Jimmy or Jay is going to jump in and just make sure that Solo wins?
Which is why I say I feel like it should be, if that's going to take place, then they should start back bringing some more members on that nobody knows about. Because it's still, Rikishi still has another son out there, and there's also some more Fatus that are cousins that's out there that have
Yep.
made several appearances in the WWE in the past. Within
Yeah.
the last few years, they've mentioned a lot of Fatus that could potentially make an appearance or even get a contract and sign on that way. You have Ziggy, Zilly, Umaga's son that's out there. You have Rikishi's son, other son that's like in between the Usos and Solo. You got Jacob Fatu out there. So you got several different Fatus that could possibly come on and keep the storyline going. I just don't want it to become stale because honestly, before the whole Sami Zayn bloodline saga started, it had slowly started to trickle and become stale real quick until Sami came on board and created that friction between everybody. So they have
Yeah.
to continue to figure how they can keep the bloodline storyline going without becoming stale or coming at a slow pace. So that's the only way I see it, for real, for real. And then you still got Paul Heyman lingering out there as well. That could be like a wrench thrown into the storyline of Paul Heyman switching up and basically everybody leaving Roman for him to be the lone wolf out there by himself and try to figure out how he's going to keep this tribal chief persona going on the island of relevancy by himself. Because that's what the whole shoot is. You're going to be by yourself on the island. You're going to be booted out the family or out the bloodline, and you're going to be the only one by yourself. So,
That's where I think The Rock's going to come into play.
Is that what?
That's where I think The Rock's going to come into play.
But The Rock said he's not coming back unless Roman is the ultimate heel. And he came out his own mouth. He said, I respect him. He said, but Roman is not the biggest heel in the WWE right now. They came out of The Rock's mouth. He said he's not the biggest heel in the WWE.
But he will be if they do that whole scenario. He will be though, right?
So what?
If they do that whole scenario, he will be though, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's where I think he's going to come in and be like, "Yo, this is the bloodline. Fall in or fall out."
Yeah.
I can see him saying that is like, you feel me? Like he's saying he's not the biggest heel because he is a heel, but he like at the same time, you know, he's the biggest star. So I'm gonna just say that because it kind of just sounds like, you know, you just it's just a psychological deal because like you can say the biggest heel right now is Dom or somebody else. But it's just like but I'm gonna just say that because you are the tribal chief because you wrestling right there right now, you know, but you ain't the biggest heel, so it ain't even worth me coming. You can have that.
What I could predict is he reverts back to the Rick Everything and leave persona. And since he lost, and it's been 3 years since he lost or got pinned, that snaps him mentally, and he just started wrecking everybody. I'm talking about every match on the show. He coming out, Superman punch, chair to the back, something. Even with the women, you walk out there and they scatter, and you just sit in the ring. And you wait, you do one of them segments where I'm not leaving till Jimmy J come out. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And it's like, so it's like, you know, you have those segments where that top heel done lost his mind or he on the edge and he like, forget this, bro. I want my shine. I want the locker room to know can't nobody rock with me. Can't nobody stand 10 toes down in my face and hold me. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. If we gonna keep doing this, y'all come on out and get this work. And then, you know what I'm saying, eventually that builds that persona back up because he started doing those random laughs and stuff. Like I've heard somebody say Roman's best promos is when he doesn't have the mic in his hand. When he's leaving from the ring and you hear him doing the little side conversations in front of the cameras, those are his best promos, not in the ring. In the ring, he's more so soft versus, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, get back to that persona of, they playing you like you ain't the big dog, you ain't the tribal chief. All right, revert back to that wreck everything and leave where you came out there, beat everybody ass, and then and couldn't nobody stop you.
Yeah,
Before the Usos came in.
I can see that because if he's supposed to lose the belts, because if he faces The Rock, I don't see The Rock beating Roman for the belts. But if he faces The Rock, they really don't need the belts. Right. If they get that record everyone for the persona, then it's just basically some family.
It could be just over the family shit out of the belts.
Yeah. But how you do that though? If Cody's plans to take it at WrestleMania, and then The Rock versus Roman, that's so big you gotta have that at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but
who knows, man? He's dropping little TikToks talking about I'll see y'all down the line and stuff, doing the eyebrows while he's working out. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh yeah, man. Money in the Bank was great, man. Had some great matches, had some great moments. A lot of storylines going forward to look forward to. Bloodline, EO, and Bailey. Cody, his next chapter in finishing the story. Bloodline ultimately splitting up, whatever. But yeah, man, it was a great talk about Money in the Bank. I've been KC, this has been LP and J Rock. Thank you, Anthony Free, for coming on the show and chatting up with us.
Gotta get him
hey, appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
next time you free, man, let me know.
For sure.
I'll let you know what we got coming up.
We'll talk soccer, man.
Man, I told them get you your own show about soccer. You can talk about it with yourself or somebody you know. I just produce it.
Yes, that's very true because I don't know anything about soccer.
Right.
Appreciate it, guys.
It's entertaining. Hey, take it easy, brother.
Later, bro. You have a good night.
All right, y'all too. Love y'all.
Somebody said LA?
Yeah, what Bubba Dub?
Oh, that'd be major.
The other thing is that's July 21st.
Flight and hotel. Gotta be in the package.
That's the thing though, bro. Like I just started my job that week.
Yeah.
At the bank. And the 21st is on a Friday, bro. That'll really be my first week at the bank. The 17th is that Monday. The 21st is that Friday. I work 8 to 5. LA, bro, there's no way. Unless I call off sick, and I can't call off sick the first week, bro.
You want to go ahead and tell them about it?
I don't know.
So be upfront with them, like, hey, with the success of my new TikTok video that hit a big and whatever, I got someone wants to book me in LA.